Clinks can still go mid. There's a possibility for DDZ Clinks. So I think New Esports, they have the advantage. And the best part is I think they have the last pick as well.
Yeah, I have a crazy idea. Right now, Geek Fam, look at the heroes. You have Ember, Furion, and expect a lot of the global presence, but they lack some sort of disable here. Fight and distract New Esports.
Storm.
Yeah, I feel like BO2 might have a crazy idea. BO2 might feel really good here for Zephyr.
We saw the Spirit Breaker yesterday, and we saw how influential it was for KYX5. So Spirit Breaker could possibly be a potential pick here for Geek Fam.
And it's really good against Invi hero like the Clinks as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday it was against Geek Fam's Ricky, right? Alright, then when they go for the same kind of hero, Esprit is the one hero that can go in, disrupt the backlines as well, force team fights. Most importantly, you want to draw attention for your Furion to come in, for your Ember Spirit to come in and deal damage.
They got a lot of spread damage actually. You've got Magnetize, you've got the Nature's Wrath as well for these team fights, so quite a bit of nuking power on the side of Geek Fam as well.
It's a fast and greedy lineup, right? Ember, Spirit, no, Ember, Spec, and Prophet. Like they kind of just want to dominate their lane. This Ember and Prophet wants to create as much space as they can for the Spectre to come online and then eventually take over the game. So Geek Fam, they just need to, like Arthur said, they need to get a decent laning phase. And they want to constantly force New Esports to be recovering instead of having a lead.
I think what New Esports can do here is that look at the Geek Fam's lineup. Esprit wants to be the one roaming around, so the offlane Furion, most of the time he's going to be forced to stay in the lane a bit more. So what New Esports can do is actually just dump all their spells into committing
there you go.
onto the Furion, and then they force the Esprit to stay mid. And if they do so, I think New Esports would have a very good advantage over the lanes.
And the Phantom Assassin just speeds up the game right now.
So much buffs. I want to be this PA.
Yeah, if you are this PA, you're happy.
To be this PA.
Like you have this Clinks to back you up as well. Now you have two heroes that can really backstab you, and you look at Geek Fam, their backline is not the best backline.
It's not just the backline too, like what do you really have to stun the Clinks and the PA?
The only hero that can buy a Silver Edge is the Nature's Prophet, but he's discouraged from it because now it builds from an Echo Saber.
Yeah.
So you have really less methods to deal with the PA. Spectre is not a natural Echo Saber buyer either.
If Lance could have doubled down this game, he would.
Double down.
I would double down.
And put all the wagers in.
Yeah, I would do the same.
So are you both looking at New Esports as your predictions?
I love their draft,
Yeah.
yes. New Esports.
I feel like it's a out draft. I like New Esports.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for your predictions. We are going to be jumping into our first game of the day. I'm going to throw it over to Winter and Lyrical. Take it away for game one.
Guess what? I muted my microphone because I'm terrible. Thank you so much, Danny, for passing it over, and then I just dropped it right in the middle of my lap. My bad. Winter, how you doing, man? You excited to watch some good old-fashioned New Esports versus Geek Fam today?
I'm gonna report you the first thing for muting your mic.
You know, I don't want to show up on the broadcast until I'm supposed to be there, and even when I'm supposed to be there, I don't want to be there apparently. But yeah, Lance, last pick, PA. I was thinking that this is going to look great with all the attack speed. Do you like the pick?
I like the Bone Fletcher, support Bone Fletcher. Clinks, sorry, old school.
Old school. You just want to look cool. That's all it comes down to. But you know what? You're going to look cool in the game, ladies and gentlemen. So we're getting ready to hop into this game number one. New Esports facing off against Geek Fam. Let's get into it.
Prepare for battle.
And with the sound of holy mollies coming out around the world, we do have the beginnings of the game. So yeah, Yamate going to be playing on the Bone Fletcher, as you were talking about.
Hey, no copying.
I'm not going to call him it for the rest of the game, I promise.
Use your own name.
What do you mean my own name?
Shamble of Bones or Bone Warrior.
Is that what he was called?
No.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, man. We got rid of Skeleton King, and now he's back again. Now Bone Fletcher with Mr. Clinks is here. It's all coming back. Dota 1's occurring.
Skeleton Archer.
You're just saying random things now.
Well, they were, like we said before, they were doing good before the patch hit, and the game we saw, it was yesterday or the previous day. It felt like they didn't really understood how to play the new patch, and today the draft has been adjusted somewhat. And Klings is a good support that can kill heroes. Like we've been having this discussion about how killing heroes gives you a lot of money and XP right now. So it's very, very good to abuse it, you know, like heroes like I would say Klings, Bounty Hunter. It seems like there's a special place for them right now.
And it's interesting because normally in the past, like you're enabling other heroes to get the kills by setting up with, you know, stuns or lockdown in general. Now it's just let's throw that damage out there and cause some trouble, which I like to see more of. You know, it's pretty cool. I was a little bit curious though because I saw this PA. I was thinking like ever since I saw the Ogre and the Beastmasters, like this would be an amazing game for it. But then they picked the Spectre and I was like, oh god, they could get a Blade Mail or something maybe. Like how does that matchup work in the later stages?
Spectre is definitely pretty good against PA because of number one, the dispersion, and you're pretty tanky, right? So PA doesn't really burst you that quickly. And overall, like you said, the Horn is going to be very nice against the other support heroes. It's going to be a battle of who kills who support first in the team fight.
Yeah, it's could be a nice way to look for it. I was kind of thinking that it's one of those games too where it could be a good Aghanim's game for the Queen of Pain as they're going on him, trying to find themselves the kill onto Zephyr, the slowdown. Oh, he's walking away. Okay, looks like Zephyr's going to be fine.
He took the kick for the range creep, and the moment he did that, the Ogre and PA went on him immediately.
Yeah. Up top, we do see the Enchantress already taking over the boar and was getting some good damage out there.
This is really bad, the bot lane. It's not going well for them. It's Nature's Prophet is having a tough time, you know, being forced to use his TP this early on. Like generally why you are so good in the lane, right, as Nature's Prophet is because when you get your teleport at level 2, and usually you can go back to base around level 2 or level 3 to pick up some items, get that free refill, and come back and pressure your lane. And now that's not going to be available for some time for him. But on the bright side of things, Kenny has secured 2 range creeps so far with the kick, and he's level 2 right now. Both the PA and the Ogre are still level 1.
Well, it's
just going to get the pull. This is big. If he gets this pull, this is big for the lane.
They're already moving over, and it looks like they're going to be able to get it. Leave one of the creeps behind, so that one's going to need to be brought down for
no one
long.
gets left behind, Gabe.
Oh, they got it. Well, Cuckoo, he's maybe in a little bit of trouble. Just going to TP back home, actually.
Does he TP to come back?
No, he doesn't.
15 seconds. It should be okay. The creep is not really at the tower yet. Earth Spirit just need to tank it in front of the tower. Don't let the creep wave go into the tower. That's what he's doing. Okay, perfect. And Nature's Prophet is going to TP back to the lane. That's nicely done by Zephyr. Kenny. I like Kenny more.
You like the name Kenny?
Yeah, Kenny is cooler. Oh, roll, kick. But he's an ogre. He's a freaking ogre.
Dude, there's no way you're going to do anything to Mosin here. Who, by the way, is not playing Bane. You know, an interesting life.
You don't think ogre is the same as Bane? It's like a melee Bane.
It's a little bit. It's different, you know. He's got 2 heads instead.
Oh, it's different. I cast Bloodlust instead of
7 armor. He's got 7 armor. Bane doesn't get that. You kidding me? He's just got naturally regen out the wazoo.
Bane has brain sap, you know. That ain't fair. That ain't fair. And top lane, the Klings, he eats the creep from the Enchantress. Oh, okay. That's why you want to have the Klings in the Beastmaster's lane.
That makes sense. I mean, it's a long cooldown though for Death Pack, to be honest.
Yeah. The enchant is 40-second cooldown. The pack is 60 seconds. So that's like a 20-second window.
Mid lane, things are getting pretty dicey as well. Both heroes at relatively low HP, but it's pretty even. 16-4 versus 16-6. Carl gets the bottle delivered, and we're gonna have to watch to see if he's able to pick up a rune. Nobody making rotations to come and defend this.
4-minute rune. We've always talked about this. Get the rune, man. The first rune is so important because both the mid laners usually always have their bottles empty at this stage, and if one is able to secure the rune, he's going to secure the bounty as well because he has HP and mana to play for the next bounty rune in 1 minute. So it makes a lot of impact in the game. Bot lane. Ogre, the melee bane.
He's running, trying to get out of there slow and steady, but first blood gonna be drawn by Zephyr. Just kick him out of the game.
10 seconds, so he should still be able to come back in time to contest the bounty rune. And right now the Earth Spirit has no mana to fight for the rune. So all is not lost for the Ogre. I think he's gonna be able to get one bounty rune. Or is he going to refill the bottle for the Pangolier? I think no, he's going to go bot.
And in the meantime, you can see over to the side here, Yamate trying to force back Whitemon. He does move himself into position to try and get this bounty. 10 seconds away. Maybe Zephyr can go for a roll onto Mosin. It looks like he's just gonna back out.
No, look at top, the battle of the fingers, man. Click, 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 click. Oh no!
Oh, Whitemon makes it happen. Able to get the slowdown, takes over the board to get the slow onto Yamate, but a couple more punches might possibly be enough. Fairy Fire, another right click. The board, it's brought him down pretty low. Yamate's actually diving for this, trying to get the kill, but they are going to be able to walk themselves out.
Do they have a detection? Oh, no dust, but he has a sentry. A low chance to kill if there's no dust. So the first catapult wave has spawned. Let's see where does the action bring us. The Nature's Prophet wants to join a lane to fight, but he's been forced to TP back. Oh, this is big. This is actually so big. He actually probably should have used his teleport scroll so he can go top. Right now he can't go top. You see, there's a fight happening.
Dandelion is going to go down. The right clicks and the roll forward, they're going to find that kill. And as you said, no rotation capable for Cuckoo.
That would be nice if he's here to pressure with the catapult, but I guess it's not the biggest deal anyway, since it's a Spectre. The Spectre doesn't really push the tower that quickly. He just wants his level 6. And DDZ has his level 6.
Already has also picked up a regen rune, so Ember's gonna have to come back afterwards after TPing back. So maybe a chance for a rotation from DDZ since Ember doesn't have a TP available.
Cuckoo.
And Cuckoo, yeah, no TP available for 3 seconds, and he's just gonna end up, well, maybe he can get away from here. No, there's gonna be the stun. Lance still chasing. Sprout TP away. Cuckoo. Nice. Oh man, I'll get him.
Did the Ember have no one had TP at all?
Yeah, Ember just TP back to his base.
Chargers had TP. Earth Spirit had TP. I mean, I guess they just chose to abandon him.
Yeah.
Or they felt like he's going to die for sure, so they didn't want to move.
A little bit interesting, not gonna lie.
Spectre is going to have his level 6, so he just needs to ferry some mana over. He has a Clarity, Helm of Dawn. So we're going to probably see some action happening soon with the Ember rotation plus the Haunt.
Getting some good pressure onto him here in this top lane as well. Raven would love to make that rotation if there's an opening for a kill at the very least. DDZ TPing with the regen rune going. It looks like he wants to make something happen down bottom instead. So where do they go? Kick now onto Zephyr, but they're going to walk away.
He wants Cuckoo. Ember has a TP ready right now, so he can respond to this rotation from DDZ. They have a ward, a lane ward. They see the Nature's Prophet. Rolling Thunder.
They know that this is coming though, and Cuckoo is just gonna have to give up his life. That's crazy. Ember called that he was missing, but just playing that far forward ends up being punished.
Yeah, he just didn't expect there was a ward, or he just forgot that there could be, because they have a look at the sentries, right? They place 2 sentries, one towards the left in the jungle and one on the high ground. So they felt like, oh, maybe there's no ward here, but sometimes if you don't get the observer ward, you have to assume there might be a vision there, you know? You can just play like there's no vision there. And he paid the price.
Carl now gets the illusion rune for himself as well. And very even goings at these early stages here. The 8-minute mark, PA sitting top of the net worth. Nobody really falling that far behind, it feels like, with maybe the exception of Cuckoo, who's not had the best of games.
Is he trying to go for Desolator or Battlefield? Oh, he's going for Battlefield.
Oh, Carl taking damage, switches over, triple remnant forward, just blows up DDZ. Easy peasy.
That's a very, very nice play right there from Carl. It's a game-changing play. That's a kill that would propel him faster in the game. He's going to build into the drums. He has his, I presume, his face boots done. Face boots and Arcane Ring coming for him.
Oh my god. Over in the jungle, they just roar Whitemon. Gonna blow up him for that kill. And get Clinks a little bit of damage.
That's whatever, you know. But they probably know he plays the ward there. They blow a raw, so raw is 70-second cooldown, so it means that they cannot really use the raw for the next bounty run. So there's a chance Dire has the advantage in claiming 3 bounty runes here. They still have the Horn. He has a clarity on him, so he has enough mana for Horn and a dagger. So we'll see whether they're able to make something happen here. They're gonna TP, refill the Ember's bottle, and yeah, let's see what are they gonna do. Where are they gonna rotate? Oh,
Somebody's trying to get your attention out there, man. Got a little honk honk going on.
pretty sure it's not for me.
It's fair enough. Spectre, in the meantime, just farming up the jungle here, not wanting to come and contest the pressure that's onto his tower at all. But that does mean the handy Helm of the Dominator from the Beastmaster is going to be able to pressure the tower. And Raven now deciding to come back in. This is... I don't think he can do this. This would be really bold, but they're coming in with a couple others. Carl there, Flame Guard already about to wear out. He's not going to have it back up again afterwards. This fight can't be that good, but look at the Wrath of Nature coming in on a DDZ, seeing if they can blow up this Ember, rolling through, trying to bring them down, and the roll away. Zephyr not able to connect on the Mosin as they try and back out. Nobody dying. Literally everybody's gonna get away.
How about the rune?
Except for the courier. TDZ gets the kill.
Okay, Ember got 1 rune. Kling's got 1 rune. 1 apiece.
Sleight of Fist does not hit onto Yamate, has to remnant away, but on the side, Lance is there. Are they going to be able to find the slowdown? They do have another clap in a couple seconds. Roars Houston. Well, the only casualty is going to be Carl.
Yeah, got too greedy there. He was trying to finish off the PA. Let's see if Dire is able to pick up the bottom bounty runes. If they can pick up both of them, I think it's still fine for them. They get 3 bounty runes for the price of Ember Spirit. I mean, they were really close there. I think getting 2 kills there. I think on the Ogre and... What was the other one? Ogre and the PA?
Yeah. Could have been really good for Geek Fam had they been able to get it, but not quite online. Whitemon, in the meantime, makes the rotation over, picks up the 2 bounties, and right back up in the farm. Not a whole lot of action so far this game, it feels like.
A lot of action, but no kills maybe.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. That's a good point. There's been a lot of movement around.
Yeah, and we see a smoke on the Earth Spirit and the Enchantress. Earth Spirit is level 7, and they have a mech on the Nature's Prophet.
The exact same move that we saw a little bit earlier. This time, will it bear a little bit better fruit? Candy Loon trying to run away. They break the smoke on Yamate, and no dust in time. Got to be quicker with that with the Clinks in the game.
So the Spectre is actually choosing to go for a Yasha. So I guess this game he doesn't want to go Radiance. He wants to go Diffusal plus Manta. He wants to play a faster game.
PA, Haunt in the mid, gets the jump away, Haunt out afterwards. Great kick onto both and the Magnetize afterwards. They just blow him up and EDZ has to run away.
And Kenny is just everywhere doing everything for his team. And this man has been playing very, very well recently. I'm a Geek fan.
You a fan?
I'm a fan of anyone who plays well. No, anyone who plays well. I just like to play well.
That's good. That's the way to do it. Carl.
Nice.
Oh, that was really well played. They needed that to get him out. Might still be in a little bit of trouble. Carl gets kicked away afterwards. Zephyr. What a baller. And this is not an easy hero to kill off, but they might still be able to do a mechanism. Not enough to keep him alive. But they kept Carl alive.
Yeah, he needed that kick. He didn't have any remnants available.
Jeez. What a player Zephyr is right now. Well, control coming out onto Carl. Don't give up your life now. I can't do much to him. He's just going to be able to move in, pressure out the wave, and it does look like we're going to be sitting pretty at 5-5.
Yeah, they have to move. I think they need to move forward with the next rotation. The Osprey has ultimate in 30 seconds. They should try to look to get something going on. They're pretty strong with the mech on the Nature's Prophet and the Nature's Wrath. It's the Beast getting a pipe? No, he's getting Blades. So there's no magic, any magic reduction on the Radiant side right now against the Ember, the Earth Spirit, the Nature's Wrath.
Candy Loon moving in. Mosin's there, but they will not be able to find it. We saw a little bit earlier also Yamate just using the Death Pack on the Helm of the Dominator creeps. And it's a good way for him to just stack up some extra gold.
Just follow him and ruin his day.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a long cooldown on Death Pack, but it's still pretty cool. So, 14 minutes in, less than 1,000 gold lead separating these two, and right now it's new Esports that have been able to take the mid-tier 1 tower.
The pace of the game is gonna change soon because the PA has opted to go for Battle Fury, and the Spectre has opted to not go Radiance. He's going for the Yasha Manta, Diffuser probably. So there's gonna be a change in momentum soon. The PA is not going to be so good at fighting, and the Spectre is going to be better at fighting. And we'll have to see whether the less greedy build on the Spectre pays off compared to the Phantom Assassin. It's a pause, but let's look at the items. So Ember has a Arcane Rune. He has the drums completed. He's pretty strong at fighting right now. The new drum seems like it's actually better for some of these moving heroes right now, like rotating heroes.
It's always been just such a good value item for team stuff, but you know, the recent changes, it definitely feels like even better than it used to be. And maybe some of that is just making some of those other group up team fight items a little bit worse. Should be noted, Earth Spirit has almost got a Veil completed if that's the route that he wants to go. He had it queued up.
Oh, I see. Nice. It's good with their heroes. They have a lot of magic damage from the Ember and the Nature's Prophet.
Even, you know, throwing on in there a little bit of the Wrath of Nature, why not?
The item is nice now because it's cheaper. I think it's good for like any support that has high magic damage. I've seen Kenny go for the he's playing a pop with Tiny, and he just went for first item Veil. You know, he doesn't go for the blink. He just went Veil. And I felt like it was a pretty nice idea to do it. Like some games, the dagger doesn't give you so much.
Right. And if you're going to do it on Tiny, you're definitely going to do it on Earth Spirit then.
Yeah, it's kind of better on Earth Spirit.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be a trade-off couple of runes. Raven will pick up 2. DDZ gets on the other side along with Mosin.
Oh, did he just... Yeah, nice. Did he just dominated something else?
Oh, Raven, you just had to walk over to the side to pick up the bounty. Yamate ran in and sniped it. So they get one of the bounties instead. Now they're going to get a courier too.
Is he gonna die?
Yeah, they're thinking about it. Oh, the little jukety duke.
Oh, he got the dart.
And the creeps aren't going to get there. They do ping it. They realize that he's over here, but I don't think they can catch up to Yamate in time before the dust wears off.
Yeah. So the Spectre, it seems like he's gonna change his mind because the game is slow. He's not queuing Manta anymore. He might actually decide to go back for the Radiance because of the game being slowed down right now. There's not much going on. I say that mid lane. Nice silence.
Can they do anything? DDZ gets rooted for the moment. Jump in, haunt. DDZ is going to drop. They can't keep him alive, and they might lose Mosin as well. Another little round of it, and Carl picks up 2 kills. Easy peasy for him.
Yeah, once again, the silence at the last moment when he was channeling the Rolling Thunder. That was very, very clutch. And now Spectre is involved. Did he get the kill? No, he actually didn't get the kill.
Both Amber.
It's a bit sad, you know, sometimes when you're Spectre, you come with the horn and you don't get the kill. You feel sad, you know.
I mean, your team's still getting kills. I'm sure he's fine. Uh-oh. Candy Loon. That's not great. They miss it. He gets stomped. Carl, a little bit unlucky there as he's going to be slowed right now. 166 movement speed for Candy Loon, but it doesn't matter. They don't want to dive it.
Oh yeah, I think it's a wise choice not to dive. They don't see any of them. It's just a bit too risky for them to move forward. And if they lose an engage like this, they might lose Roshan because it's a PA and Beastmaster. They're gonna smoke towards Roshan.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Wow.
This is really dangerous. And there's a ward right outside. They can't take it out.
Scan? Are they gonna scan? Do they know what's going on?
Oh, they're not gonna get there in time. Too much. New Esports with the heavy hard play there. They scan it right as Roche goes down, and now Lance, Battle Fury done, well on his way towards the Deso.
Yeah, that's a very, very smart play there. They know that the last fight, the Earth Spirit and Spectre used their ultimates. So instead of just sitting and farming, they try to... I mean, it's a bit risky, but it paid off, you know. Yeah. It was a good move in the end for them. So the Pango has a Diffuser right now. PA has the Aegis, and he's halfway to his Desolator. They are about to hit a timing when they get this Desol. The PA is going to be so much stronger in the fights.
It's going to be terrifying. And if DDZ gets towards that BKB, so much of these fights have been about Earth Spirit getting that perfect silence off, and that doesn't happen. Game is going to be hard. It's going to be real freaking hard. And they just got the stone. Let's go.
Stone? Oh, okay. Sorcerer's Stone.
That's right. Philosophers, you heathen.
Oh, it's the Sorcerer's Stone.
Okay. Sure.
What's the law of the item?
I don't know. It has something to do with Nicholas Flamel, I'm sure. Smoke up now. Everybody coming on over from New Esports. And who are they going to run into? Zephyr and Cuckoo, they're underneath a Hawk right away. DDZ just going to jump uphill. What are you doing, my man? That was the worst. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Poor guy. It happens. It happens to the best of us.
It's a little bit of miscalculation. Yeah. I think when he jumped a little later, he'll probably still end up on that hill. Maybe he needed to get the angle, a different angle.
I think so too.
So right now they have to fix the creeps. They have to go push the base. Beastmaster has Blades and Helm of a Dominator. Klings has a Medallion. Klings is also going for a Desolator. Okay.
Whoa.
So they're gonna have 2 Desolators here.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, because it works with the Burning Army.
Yeah.
But he has 1 point only on Searing Arrows.
Interesting. Is this the type of build that you've been seeing on support Klinkses?
Not sure. I'm not sure how to play the Klings. I haven't seen much of support Klings.
Okay. Death Pack, chase down, Whitemon gets hit, and they're going to be able to run him if they want. The jump in, and the dead Enchantress. I mean, she was dead no matter what. That's there's no problem with her DCing right there.
I mean, I'm looking at the skill build, right? I'm thinking, like, why is he not maxing the Searing Arrows? Because the Searing Arrows actually works with the Burning Army, and if you're getting a Desolator, that's a lot of damage with the Searing Arrows. He's choosing to go for more points in the Death Pack because the armor reduction. I guess it makes him tankier as well, so he's kind of like a front line in a way.
I think the armor reduction is what makes the most sense to me. Like, just doubling down on that wherever you can, right? He's got a Blightstone, PA's got a Deso, Medallion.
Yeah,
like, it's a lot of minus armor.
I guess the minus armor is kind of like the damage for the Searing Arrows too.
Yeah. That is a lot of minus armor, jeez.
So how much do they have? 4 Blightstone to 6 Desolator, another 6. So there's 12.
Well, and the Medallion too.
Yeah, and the Medallion.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's about it. 17 minus armor.
And then on top of that, they got Bloodlust and, Inner Beast. That's no joke. They destroy things real quickly.
The Dire team needs to weather out the storm. They have to survive this stage where the Radiant lineup is hitting a very, very powerful timing. I think they need to try and dodge and get what kind of armor items? They need some, like, okay, Halberd is nice on the Nature's Prophet. He's building a Halberd right now. Spectre kind of doesn't really care. He's tanky anyway. And the other heroes need to get, I think the supports probably need to get a Ghost Scepter, the Ench and the Ursary.
And right now our Spirit has one queued up. I kind of like the idea of just a casual buckler as well. It's been a while since we've seen.
It's not as good as before, the casual buckler.
Yeah, it's not great. You can dare to dream.
No. Ghost Scepter.
All right, that's fair.
I don't want to be a real ghost. I just want to purchase a Ghost Scepter.
Okay. Yeah, if you just don't get it, then you'll be a ghost real quickly underneath the ground. Well, 20-minute mark, and it is 1 outpost apiece. Tier 2s are still up, and it's going to be a trade-off of bounties.
The Ember actually went for MKB against the PA. So he wants to do damage. Because I was thinking that the Ember this game is going to be more of like a utility Ember to play for the Spectre. So you go for like maybe a Maelstrom, then maybe you have to go like some armor items, some Shivers, maybe Blade Mirror, I'm not sure. Like those items seems that it would be logical in this kind of game. But he's opting to go for more damage for his team.
MKB is interesting. I feel like I haven't seen that item get picked up by many people at all. It's almost always just like, okay, if you needed break their evasion, get Rapier or something.
Attack speed is nice now. It went from 10 to 35 attack speed.
That's cool.
Not sure. Maybe it's the new efficient item because I haven't played much of the new patch.
Yeah.
Not very sure. Because sometimes when you change like one small item or two small items,
Down bottom, Whitemon. Sorry, cut you off there. You just got almost one shot.
don't worry. That's the effect of not having a Ghost Scepter.
Now we know. What's this Force Staff in your inventory? What do you think about Ags on PA this game?
Luxury item later. It's nice to dispel the root from the Ember Spirit. Or what else can you dispel? I guess the enchant. Not like you need it.
No, it's not great. Yeah, I guess that there isn't that much else. Maybe like the Veil or whatever, but...
I mean, the thing is like the cooldown is nice. So you can, like a personal smoke, personal ninja gear.
Yeah.
I mean,
just think it's
eventually you're gonna get the potion with the Aghanims and then you're gonna demand it over the Ogre. Ogre's like, I've been supporting you the whole game. Please.
Pay some more and give me that Ags. Uh-oh, jump on him. Clink's blown up, but they got the Burning Army out already. Mosin moving in. Raven gets the one away. Oh my god, what a sick haunt. And reality out of there, Candy Loon, trying to live the Rolling Thunder going back and forth.
Timing out.
And it's going to go down. They're going to be able to find this follow-up here. Beastmaster and Clinks are already dead. DDZ trying to run away. They lose the PA. They lose the Ogre. Lose everybody. DDZ's the only one who gets out.
That was the biggest anti-timing ever from Radiant. They were holding an aggressive position and Dire was obviously keeping count of the time, the Aegis, and they made a play when the Aegis was about to expire. And it was amazing, for Dire team. It's a perfect timing for them to take the fight. And now Spectre is going to have his defusal and he's going for a Basher as a follow-up.
That Raven reality away was amazing.
Ember is also going for a Basher.
Huh. That's kind of cool.
Especially like the new OP item. Nature's Prophet, Goku.
Uh-oh. Chase. Whitemon's over here, but he is pretty much alone outside of that. Going to be completely and totally controlled and killed. So a little bit overextension there. Just cuckoo things. That's what he does.
Utility. He's position 3. It's okay. It's okay to feed sometimes. We understand.
That's the thing that I always feel like. Cuckoo's, he's sort of taken a step back, but I felt like when he was in his heyday playing mid and stuff, it was always like he is either going to win you the game or lose you the game.
Yeah,
but no in between.
You think of where he was farming. He was farming here, right? Like here.
Yeah.
He was farming here, and the Spectre was here. I mean, he's just trying to body because the Radiant was trying to smoke back to I can't remember if they were smoke, but they were trying to reclaim the bottom area. And the supports were dead. The Enchantress was dead. He was dead. So no one was in this vicinity to cover the Spectre. So he just wanted to be there to feed for him, die for him, make sure the Spectre doesn't die.
Yeah, there you go. Take away some of that farm from people when you can.
Yeah. Haunt, 25 seconds, so time to make a play. Hey, going back to the Basher, is Basher the new OP item? Or is everyone getting Basher? I don't know. Ember got a Deathsaw instead. Never mind.
Yeah, they don't want to get too many. You get too many Bashers, you lose the game. That's a stat for all you people out there.
Hey. Stop spreading false information. You get in trouble.
You don't know it's false. How do you know?
According to the statistics, oh no, Basher has an increased win rate right now. Never mind, I take everything I said back. I'm sorry.
There you go. That's right. Just try to pull one over on me. Look at that. Hasted DDZ just running away from the game.
They're under a ward.
Be careful. Gotta be careful. DDZ, they're looking to try and TP in. He gets the bounty rune, still chasing.
Yep,
but not going all in.
PA gets out. He's gonna finish his BKB, and Cuckoo is under vision. So right now, the Dire team is running back towards top. They want to protect their vision here. They want to play under the ward here. This is a nice move if they can get anyone.
Oh, roll in, looking for him, but DDZ able to get the jump out afterwards. Haunt already opening, and they will blow up Yamate. Not the biggest kill in the world, but this one is something a little bit bigger. Lands in absolute no man's land. Gets destroyed. Oh, and to me, that just feels like a little bit better communication from Geek fam, sticking together when they needed to.
Yeah, I think once the Kings was in trouble, the PA he was trying to participate in the fight, and he was very close to his Black King bar. That was a very big kill. Very bad death on the PA. I think he just needed to ditch, you know. Save your body syndrome does not help you.
Whitemon, Force Staff out of there, trying to run the silence onto 2. It might be enough with the heal, with the mech coming in. Enchantress living, right clicks coming onto DDZ, gets the swashbuckle over to the side, takes him down. Can they find any more? Zephyr, Ghost Scepter, roll away. This is still all being fought without the PA. So it's only going to end up being the 1 kill onto the Enchantress, and then it's done.
So right now, what are they playing for? It's probably the Roche will be the next contention. And because of this Desolator on Ember, if they can actually take a fight, they will be able to finish the Roche pretty handily, pretty quickly. So the next fight is going to be very, very crucial. The PA wants the Aegis. He has his BKB, he sells his item, gets the BKB. They're going for the same play, the Sneak Roshan, the Sneak Attack.
See it, if they can do it, and it's going ever so quickly. There's a fight going on mid, but Clinks is going to be more than happy to give up his life. If they get Roshan, they will.
Wolf. Hashtag Wolf, man.
Dude, that's unreal. They just weren't really in position to defend against it. Ghost Scepter roll away again from Zephyr. Does not want to be here. Still has vision. Carl protecting his support.
I mean, I don't feel like they did anything wrong. This is like the inherent way you play as Dire, right? You play on the right, this area, and the Radiant plays on the left area. So the Radiant will always have the Roshan advantage. And Dire doesn't have anything right now because they moved the Ancients away.
Oh, DDZ again going in for the roll. Clips the stairs and then gets away.
Going in for the ping pong, maybe.
Interesting. So still less than 1,000 gold separate these two teams, but I do have this sort of impending sense of specter that's about to be a doom for new esports here. Like, this is looking like it could be spooky. Basher done, going towards the Abyssal Blade next, and I'm really concerned with how you stop that as new esports.
They still have a Aegis. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. Be happy.
I saw what happened last time. Oh, Yamate spots him out. Walks inside, a little bit of vision there, and is going to be punished for the moment, but the turnaround. Yamate dead already at the start. It's a pretty big magnetite. On to 2. Can they find any more? Ember trying to jump back in. Zephyr gets the Ghost Scepter off. Lance doing absolutely nothing. BKB TP's away. Realizes he doesn't want to be in this fight. DDZ also trying to run out. The cheese, there's going to be the roll away, and DDZ should be able to get out afterwards.
So that was it a buy? Who was the one that bought back the Ember Spirit? So all in all, it's a better trade for Radiant. They got a core kill and a support for 2 supports. But they had to use the 10-second BKB and the cheese, right, on the Penguin.
Yeah, exactly. But they do still have that Aegis if they want to fight again now that Ember does not have buyback.
Is it timing out soon? Oh no, that's 2 more minutes on Aegis.
Yeah. And it looks like they're trying to find an opening down bottom again.
15 seconds to the primal roar. They need to fix the lanes first. The lane, look at all the lanes. It's all running into the tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It looks like they're just going to content themselves to take the outpost and then push out the lanes afterwards.
Yeah.
And not try and force the fight.
We have to remind everyone, you kill tier 2 now, you can get outposts.
Yeah. It's the way of it. DDZ, the one who gets caught. Rolling Thunder back up again in a second, but it's a second too late. They take him down, and now looking for more. Force Staff away, Mosin. Trying to keep Zephyr off of him, but the relentless charge of Geek Fam comes through again. They managed to take down 2 more.
Yeah, so this means that the Aegis on the PA is probably going to be worthless. They're not going to be able to use it to fight.
This should make my life
Let's
easier.
see if Dire forces anything more here. They have a haunt in 5 seconds. Ember Spirit is going to look to catch the Clinks. Does he have a detection? Aegis Prophet is coming in with detection.
Oh, they got the root. Got him, get him, good. Yamate done.
Okay, buyback. Oh wait, he did that without having buyback?
Yeah, man. He got caught. Yeah, it was a rough one.
He was trying to
200 gold away.
He was trying to clear the crit wave to delay for the rest of his team to respawn. Okay. He was kind of lucky that nothing happened.
I mean, the scary thing about this is that you've almost got, you know, everybody back up again with Geek Fam and all their abilities. You've got Haunt back up again now as well. If they want to go, they can. Wrath of Nature's back up soon as well. Mid lane, the battle's a brewing. They're going to jump. Coral gets caught out of position. Completely destroyed. Zephyr missing all of his spells is going to be able to get the jump away. No TP as he does not want to use it until now. Chase. Oh my god, the crit and almost dead. But they can't get him.
Against that casual Helm of Fire Wheel +5 armor.
That's what I needed.
Yeah, he's building into a Crimson Guard. That's nice. But Ember is dead for 90 seconds. So they have to take a chill pill, relax, you know, go to the beach side, look at the sand, and just wait for him to return from his long vacation.
See if he can do it. Should note, we have an Orb of Destruction on the Radiant. I think that one's going to be delivered out in a second here. It's coming out on the courier for the Clinks.
Is it better on him rather than a PA?
No, I'm surprised.
No, he passed.
Maybe they're going to pass it over.
Yeah, they pass it over.
Well, they do go up high ground if they want. The scary part is that they don't have Aegis anymore. It just timed out.
Yeah, Respected can just frontline, defend the tower. And he's going for a Monkey King bar next.
And they're still thinking about going. They're walking up high ground. It's going to drop pretty quickly if they want the silence onto 3. Zephyr finds them all, and now Raven jumping onto Candy. He's just dead. Haunt comes out afterwards. Reality onto DBZ. So that's 2 dead instantly, and now finding another. Mosin also going to be brought down.
That is
That's
another,
White to get the double.
another spectacular play right there by Mr. Kenny. He's the man. He's the geek. He's the fam.
I mean, should new esports have been that clumped together though? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, they just got outplay because the Ember had like what 25. I think it's about 20-25 seconds remaining on his death timer. They know he has no buyback, and they were trying to get a roll and get a quick kill. If they blow someone up right away, I think they probably have a pretty good chance of finishing off the tower. But I'm not sure if Kenny just reacted or he was trying to silence the other hero. Not sure. Maybe he was just ready. You know, he was just so ready.
well, whatever the case is, right now, new esports need an answer. No Pango for 25. Looks like they're just going to retreat again and hold on to this high ground. Take the other tier 2 tower instead. Control the map. Don't let them out.
This is the choke point you want. The Ancients. You control Ancients, you control Helm's Deep. They have nowhere to run. They have to run.
On the right-hand side.
Yeah, this is the same. This is the Radiant Helm's Deep. This is the Dire Helm's Deep. It's the part of the map that some will refer it as the gold mine because it's the biggest source of income. And going back to what I was talking about, the Radiant and the Dire, I said that the Radiant is always here. That's your natural movement. Dire is always on the right. And that's why the Radiant team is always usually going to get the Roshan. Because in this game, I think that was one of the difference maker, you know. They're on the Radiant side, they were able to sneak the first 2 Roshan.
This is gonna be the third one. Yeah.
Is it gonna be the third one? Yeah, first 2 Roshan. So this is what I would say as the Radiant advantage. And Dire used to have the double Ancients, right, on the bottom side. But right now, because they moved the Ancients back towards the left side, so what does Dire actually have? I don't know what. I actually don't really know what do they have.
I guess their outpost is closer to Roche than the Radiant one, so if you take that tier 1...
Yeah, sure, I agree.
It's
that's
not great.
That's something.
Yeah. Yeah. Go Dire.
And if you look at the lanes as well, I think the off lane, I feel like before the Radiant off lane was also better. Because sometimes when the enemy block the previous patch, right? If the enemy blocks this camp and stops you from pulling, 1 sentry, you can deward this camp with 1 sentry. Whereas for this one, on the Dire side, they need 2 sentries to deward this. Not sure if they change it this patch, but so overall, Radiant has a couple of advantages, you know.
I haven't really been paying that much attention to who's picking side and first pick or second pick or something, because that's the other thing around.
Yeah, about that. Right now, I think the second pick is better also because of the sequence that they changed. So the 17 and the 18 got swapped around. Before, it was when your first pick you had no, not 17 and 18, the 12 and 13, 11 and 12. So it got swapped over. So before you go into the second phase bands, the last person to pick is the team on the second phase. Before, it was the team on the first phase. So you kind of have that more balanced thing going on, where the second pick team has the overall last pick, the 24th pick, the 22nd pick, and the Radiant team has that pick, number 12. But right now, I don't know. I don't feel so good about being first pick.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That was a Bambi going down.
This PA just blowing her up and actually going to go for the Satanic instead of finishing off the Abyssal Blade. Interesting.
I think he feels like he needs the lifesteal to man fight.
Lane, they find themselves one. Zephyr goes for it, stunned right at the start. Raven gonna haunt in, trying to find himself a target. Can they blow up anybody? The Beastmaster's already dead, and a good rolling thunder coming through the DDZ, but they have the damage. Lance, he sees everywhere to go. He's trying to BKB and get himself out of there, but to no avail. Cuckoo finds the kill. Mosin is also going to get the TP out.
He has no buyback.
That's really rough. And they're trying to find... Cuckoo can't quite get to Yamate. And instead, they're just going to run down mid lane, it looks like. Big moment.
Yeah, I really like how they are also itemizing on the Nature's Prophet. He understands that his role in this game is basically what my carry needs, I buy for him. He needs a mech, he needs a medallion, he needs AC, he needs aura. Sure.
All the good stuff. Yeah. And when so much of the damage coming out from new esports is based upon the physical, like, you just build up a bunch of armor stuff, a couple of halberd or so, and suddenly you're in a great position.
And remember, this man had a rough laning phase, the Nature's Prophet.
Right.
He started the game on his back foot, and he was still able to contribute a lot to his team.
Trying to do whatever damage they can to Carl. He's going to take a couple more pot shots on his way out, but looks like that's going to be the extent of it. Cuckoo, in the meantime, he's just going to sort of sideswipe. I don't know what DDZ is thinking is going to happen here, but it ain't going to be great. As the right clicks are coming through, Ember gets pushed away. Sleight of fist damage out. Raven going to destroy, dismantle, and win this game. If anything is going to keep on looking the way of the normal Dota game. 4 are dead. PA is the only one that's going to be coming back up in the near future. Almate just tries to get out of there. They're actually going to play it safe. They're going to go back for Roche.
I think that's the right thing. Because they think that they have buybacks. I mean, it's the Ember... Sorry, not the Ember. Only the Pango doesn't have buyback.
Yeah.
I think this is the right play. It's for sure it's the right play.
Roche is going to go their way, and they've got a refresher shard. So who does it go to? Is it a Spectre one? I kind of like it on him. Yeah.
Double Abyssal, double Haunt.
Cool.
Time to buy that Aghanim's to perform that single target Haunt.
There you go. I love that one. That's a good one too. I actually think it's kind of good. What do you think of that Aghanim's on spec?
I think it's better on Ember. It's similar. A single target. Sorry, not Ember. I was thinking about another hero. Juggernaut, Omni Slash.
Oh,
I think they're both like the same concept.
I always think of it as like a way to get into the fight so you can sort of cycle it with Haunt, But
I mean, the thing is, I feel it doesn't really give you more damage. I would rather like if the Aghanims give me like say a shorter duration on Haunt, or you do more damage or something else,
Okay. That's cool.
Like, when do you actually want to get the Aghanims on Spectre? It's like, I've already bought everything that I need, then I get the Aghanims. It's not like, I want to get the Aghanims. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's how I play. I don't know what you're talking about.
So you go for Aghanims as what, your third item or fourth item?
I get like earn Aghanims, Pretty hype.
Are you actually trolling me, or you?
No, what are you talking about? It's great. It's amazing. You can keep the pain train rolling at people.
I actually can't tell if you're trolling me.
I'm not trolling you. I'm being serious.
Are you
I've done it
playing
before.
Support Spectre?
What do you mean I'm playing support Spectre? I'm playing regular Spectre. I'm playing
buying-
winning Spectre.
Support items on Spectre.
It lets you accelerate into your radiance, you know?
Wow.
You get it at a good timing.
Wow.
All right, well, let's see. Raven now is just going to walk forward. Sleight of fist. Carl trying to just whittle them down. He's got a rapier queued up. That's one way that New Esports could maybe win this. Roar, use if they broke it. Jump now onto Carl. He's dead. Oh, that's the Aegis. He's coming back in just a second. DDZ rolling through onto all of them. Can he loot in? Mosen's so freaking low. Lance trying to do it. He gets the cheese off, trying to live, but it will not happen. Buybacks come out fast and furious, but there is no buyback for the PA as the Remnant ends the life of DDZ. The jump back in round 2 coming from the Spectre. Can they kill them all off? Mosen's gonna die. Zephyr tries to back away. An ultra kill for the Zephyr. Earth Spirit of all here. He wants to go back into the Rampage. Give it to him. It ain't gonna happen. It was a beautiful dream, but in the end, it was also just a feed. This Geek fam will go back and take the second set of racks. 40 minutes into this game, and well, New Esports just don't really have an answer.
He's allowed to feed after everything has done this game.
That's fair. Oh man. Well, not gonna lie, based upon I think how excited we all were to see the PA pick, it did not work out the way that New Esports wanted it to, as Geek fam are looking to just take another one. They get the route down onto Pango. He's hoping to get out of there. Yule Scepter to live. DDZ trying to run and will be able to escape. But the racks cannot run. The buildings cannot run. And I think that this one is in the bag. Geek fam can just close it out here and not do anything psychotic. Ember does have a rapier after all. See if he dives fountain with it. Everybody's back up again in a couple of seconds. I mean, I think at this point they're just like waiting for Carl to go too deep and then they just go on him.
The rapier is the best item on Carl. It stops him from being calm. He's gonna just be safe right now because he has a rapier.
That's the only way that they lose.
I mean, if the PA gets a rapier, who knows?
That's true. Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of, attack speed, crazy heavy push.
Radiant's attack is under attack.
So you're telling me the game would be over right now if Carl did not buy the rapier? That's what it seems like. Let's see if they can get them.
I think this game I'm actually really impressed by how they played the early game with the Nature's Prophet and the Earth Spirit. I think those two actually contributed so much towards the game because they didn't have a good start in the lane, but towards the middle game, the Earth Spirit had a couple of very clutch silence, clutch initiations, and the Nature's Prophet just built into the items that enables the other cores, the Ember and the Spectre. Haunt, Abyssal, Dead Hero.
God, they got him. Oh, Yule Scepter, Zephyr gets him caught, and DDZ down the tubes of 2-minute death timer. Ugh. And the max tips. They like it. They like what they're seeing from their teammate. Well, one last hurrah potentially here. Lance gonna throw daggers for all he's worth, but it is feeling like an impossibility. Carl jumps in. BKB turned fight. Lance already down to half HP. Satanic, no answer. He has a buyback available, but GG is already gonna be called. And with that, Geek fam gonna take a 1-0 lead out of the early risers. The new esports team looked so good right before the patch and have continued to struggle.
picking Sand King every single game.
5 seconds remaining.
So do you think it maybe a change to Candy Loon's hero could be something that they have to look forward to in their
Dire
upcoming
team
match?
No,
I think Candelo has always been stable.
Yeah.
It's just that I want DDZ and Yamate to be playing on their roles, because the last game, Klings and Pangolia they are clearly not their heroes.
Yeah, I felt like if the roles were swapped, then maybe it looked better, right? But we've also made a couple of scenarios where, you know, if the Klings is caught, then what's gonna happen? But I still felt like this Klings I was expecting a DDZ Klings. No, let's put it that way.
Yeah, I think all of us were expecting the core
10
clinks.
seconds
But not
remaining.
just stuff not working out for new esports. I think we also need to think that
5
maybe Geek Fam, they're
seconds
starting to pick up on the patch, how things are starting to work out for them, and they played pretty good in that last series. It wasn't just a fluke. It wasn't off of one team fight. It was all throughout the laning stage, the mid-game engagements. Every time they just seem to pick their fights correctly.
Yeah, their understanding of the game has always been there. Itemization is on point as well. I'm excited to see what other heroes that Geek Fam will have to put out in this game. I think the draft is ready,
Radiant
so
team
let's
back.
jump in right into the draft.
There we go.
Dire
So
team pick.
same bands or
Radiant
Furion,
Radiant
alright.
team pick.
right? Yeah, letting it through.
Nice.
Surprised that new esports would let the Nature's Prophet through.
I think they are trying their luck. They are like trying to see if Geek Fam would let go of the Furion. If they don't let go, maybe there's a slight chance that New Esports can pick that for themselves.
Oh,
But
Geek Fam have to know that
Yeah,
the
Geek Fam has to know.
esports always play the Nature's Prophet.
and also Cuckoo loves that hero as well. So there's more an incentive for Geek Fam to snatch that away from New Esports. But they'll respond with an Ember Spirit, taking away the very elusive hero from Carl. But there's always another spirit in the pool.
Yeah, I mean you have to pick your poison. It's either the Ember or the Void, but both are DDZ hero. So New Esports is fine with this. Can kind of flex around. I think Lance also plays the Ember Spirit. So I think, but never
Alright,
mind.
that's
They,
a very Ursa.
they
very
just
early
they
Ursa
just
pick.
snatched the Ursa right away. So
All right, this is a very early Ursa. So we all know the shortcomings of an Ursa, right? He's physical, he's close range, very easy to kite, but he excels in team fights if he has the
10
setup. So
seconds
coming into this
remaining.
next banning phase, what kind of heroes are we looking at being banned, and what maybe could they pick to pair up with the Ursa?
Wyvern.
Radiant team.
Wyvern is one of the heroes.
Team
A
back.
Troll isn't that bad as well. You can fight the Ursa. What else?
I think most of the time Ursa afraid of the
It
very
didn't-
annoying support heroes, the Vano,
Vano, yeah.
the Bane that can sleep you forever.
Yeah,
Anything that is hard to kill is also annoying, like the Up Spirit,
10 seconds.
to just roll away from
Dire
him.
team back.
So nevertheless, they'll ban away the Troll. Like we have seen a lot of times of this matchup, particular matchup Ursa versus Furion. I feel like Furion has always had the numbers of Ursa because you can build so many ways to shut down the Ursa. You can build for the ISSS build,
Yeah.
the armor build,
10
or you can just constantly
seconds.
sprout him, forcing him to use his Q to get out of the sprout.
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
There's just so many ways for Furion to play against the Ursa now. And such an early Ursa pick, we have seen how can a team like Geek Fam's caliber really shut down a one-core lineup. So I hope that New Esports is not going into that route.
There's another support that is not too bad against Ursa, the Lich.
Radiant
The Frost Armor
Radiant
does
team back.
kind of do well into the Ursa, but Geek Fan, they take out the Bane first. New Esports, they have not revealed any of the support picks just yet, so the Bane is a pretty reasonable ban.
There's no way we could see us like position 4, position 5 Ursa, right?
Nah, no
There's
way.
no way they could
Ember,
box it.
yes. Ursa, no.
Yeah.
Even Ember is position 4. You don't want the Ember to be playing a 5.
Another thing Ursa is afraid about is the silence. So they ban out the Riki themselves to make sure that Ursa will always have a way to pop the end rage, but they have to be
10
careful
seconds
for the
remaining.
disruptive coming out from Geek Fam.
Oh yeah, there's also the Disruptor. We saw Geek Fam pick Disruptor yesterday. Disruptor and Alk, right? This is also another game where Geek Fam can just say, oh, if you reveal both the Ember and the Ursa, we can just pick it out. Like, let you deal with it.
Is there maybe the possibility that they picked up the Ursa early to discourage an Alk? Because I think going back in time, Ursa's been a counter to an Alk in lane.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but that is, under the premises that this Alk is laning against the Ursa. Like, because Geek Fam's draft is pretty flexible, right? This Prophet can always go to the safe lane, and you can still put the Alchemist. The Void can still go to the off lane. That is assuming that Geek Fam locks in the Alchemist. So there's so many ways to dodge the Ursa matchup. Whereas for the Ursa, you have to constantly try and match yourself with the Alchemist, which in this case is pretty much impossible.
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
All right, so we're looking at our final band here for the second phase, and it's for new esports. Any heroes that have made it through that you think are going to be grabbed up in this next phase?
I think Tusk is pretty good against the Furon. Always offers you a very reliable way to close the gap. I think Shaker is still looking good. They definitely need some kind of hard lockdown because you want something to be able to shut down the Void Spirit and the Furon.
A couple of other heroes that Yamate plays. He also plays
Skyra?
Tiny, Skyra. He plays Spirit Breaker apparently as well.
Yeah, Spirit Breaker has always been a good hero, especially against the Nature's Prophet. I think at one point in this tournament, we are going to see some Spirit Breaker coming up more often because of the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, we saw that yesterday. It was KYXY picked the Spirit Breaker. There was no Prophet, but you know they were doing like a Ricky Ember,
the Ricky.
Ricky Ember Bat, you know, a Shaker, all super good heroes. Oh yeah, another hero that does want to Ursa Lycan ban out.
Yeah, they are trying to avoid the Zoo meta to be open again from Geek Fam.
And Phoenix for new esports. So this is
Radiant
not
team
new,
is
but
team.
this is interesting. They don't typically pick up the Phoenix.
Yeah, and this is not the hero that you want to enable Ursa though, because Ursa most of the time you want heroes that can give him the disable, so they can go in and go crazy. But Phoenix is not that hero. And looking
Is
at
that
Geek Fam,
Mozen's hero?
10 seconds,
Or is it
10
Yamate
seconds
to play the Phoenix?
I haven't
Phoenix
seen them
4
play
is-
Phoenix.
Five
Yeah,
seconds.
Phoenix 4 is probably the best.
Yeah.
We've seen Candyloon play Phoenix before.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's the
yes.
only one game that New Esports has played Phoenix, and it's on Candyloon.
But then if this is Candyloon's hero, then new esports have potentially already revealed 2 to 3 of their cores.
Yeah.
This is basically just all 3 cores revealed, and there's a lot of greed in there. But if you play the Phoenix, Phoenix is better off as a 4.
But the games that we have seen Candyloon play the Phoenix, they haven't won any games with Phoenix, I believe. They
Yeah.
have a
That one game they
negative-
played, they lost.
Like we
Yeah.
mentioned, I really want to see New Esports having their players to play their role. At Candyloon,
This is different.
This is not something that he wants to play.
Yeah.
So maybe what they're looking to is elevate Yamate maybe? Maybe Yamate ends up having to play the initiator instead, and even DDZ. Maybe they have to send in those two as their main initiators, and Candyloon plays that backline to try and keep Lance alive on that Ursa.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I still feel like you should give Candyloon someone that can frontline. They can buy all the aura items. You put this Phoenix as a 4, so you don't have to worry about the egg going off, right? The egg isn't as important as in terms of going off when the Phoenix is a support. But Tusker pick,
This is really big Yamate hero. It,
Oh,
does
there you
let him, it does let him frontline. So
Geek Fam is getting all the heroes that they want against the Ursa, Vano and Pango. There's the lucky shot. There's a slow.
the Pango's huge. It disrupts the Phoenix and the Ursa quite a lot.
this Vano is pretty. Everyone would have seen this coming, right? You first pick the Ursa that early on. If the enemy has a Vano player, the Vano is gonna go through regardless.
Yeah, that's why I was very surprised of the Lycan ban, because Ursa, he's not a hero that afraid of Lycan. You send all the minions, I'll just enrage, kill them all with my old power.
Yep, now Geek Van bans the Centaur. It's making things harder and harder for new esports.
So, So it looks like Geek Fam, they're actually expecting the Phoenix to be played in a supporting role, not the Candyloon Phoenix.
Yeah, and the Phoenix has to be played as support. You
Yeah.
need someone to frontline. Like Candyloon is the guy that frontlines. You need to give him that hero right now. But without the Centaur, his options now has been kind of diminished.
That's a really good Centaur ban.
Yeah,
Like the Stampede could have helped Ursa so much in disengaging and also engaging.
Yeah, the gap closed.
Yes.
yeah. Against like a Pango, the Venom slow Stampede is awesome, but they won't have that anymore.
They also need something that can close their gaps as well against the Vano and the Nature's Prophet. Guys, this is Bara time.
It's Bara
It's the
time.
Bara core.
It's Bara time.
They might have to take a page out of the reality rift
Yeah.
book here.
Unless they still want like someone that can stand there and fight and take aura. I mean, buy the aura items. Maybe the Underlord again.
I knew you wanted to say Underlord.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't say it's the best pick, but it's not too bad.
Radiant team.
But you-
Radiant team.
Because he buy pipes, he buy griefs as
Yeah,
well. So
deep
coming
push.
with the deep push and sustainability as well. I can see how Underlord could be good here for New Esports, but looking at the draft, you
Yeah.
would think that they want to go fast.
Yeah.
So maybe Underlord is a bleed of counter synergy there.
Helpless Seeker ban. Yep, the Brewmaster also banned out by Geek Fam. So all the really, I mean the
team
priority
fighters.
choice, yeah, in terms of offlaners, they are taken out.
Right, so we're all suspecting a Candy Lane hero here for new esports?
It has to be, right?
Because he also plays Puck.
Oh yeah, he has played Puck off lane.
He plays Puck, also plays DP, although I'm not sure if DP really fits in here with this lineup.
Pretty tough, honestly. DP, they have so many ways to do with DP. Same with the Puck as well.
I feel like right now, because since Ursa has got so countered by Geek Fam,
Do they want Necrophos?
I think they want some kind of winning condition too on Candy Love's hero. So maybe Enigma could be the hero here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Unless they want to go like the Necrophos, right? Just stand there in the middle. Necrophos isn't that.
But Necrophos
Isn't too
against
bad, but it's-
against Snapfire and Pangolier ultimate
Yeah.
is very dangerous.
Even against Veno, like,
Yeah.
you just, yeah. Well,
Just so many good reactions for Geek Fam.
Oh, boy.
Snapfire for the Phoenix, you have Veno for the Ursa. Then you have the Nature's Prophet. The Pango in general counters a lot of new esports heroes if they get hit by that Rolling Thunder. It's very scary.
if
Yeah.
it's a 3 Phoenix, then their support could be like a Grimstroke or something. But I really want a Candyland hero right now.
You have the last pick here, so
Underlord,
you don't really want to
King.
spend it on a post 5.
Mars? Can't want any of this?
Tide
Okay,
Hunter.
there we go. The Tide
Alright, so
Hunter.
Mozen should be handling the Phoenix. Unless they decide to swap roles again, I honestly don't know what new esports will
Oh,
really
they
do.
finally brought out the Tide Hunter. I think this is like their, what they call their last option, right? The Hail Mary. It's like, guys, we don't have anything else. What hero do you want that can help us in team fights? Tide Hunter.
Alright, they have the Tide and Phoenix wombo combo, but you have to make the stars align.
Execution.
Execution.
It's about execution right now. New Esports has been known for their execution, but we have not seen that in this week. So hopefully this game is the game.
Predictions, do you think you have faith in new esports or will it be Geek Fam?
Man, now that you put it that way, I feel bad for not supporting it. But I'm going with Geek Fam.
Geek Fam?
Alright, I mean, for mental support, I'll go for new esports. Ursa, my boy, even though there's a lot of counter in the pool, but
It's
if there's one guy that can make it work, it has to be Lance.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Looks like the panel is going to go 1-1 for their predictions. We're going to jump into game 2 right now. Can new esports make the comeback? Lyrical, Winter, take it away.
Thank you so much, Danny Lee, and the wonderful panel. All you people out there are killing it. I will say, Winter, there was one hero I wanted to see new esports pick up, and it would have been amazing. The Darkseer. But alas, they decided to go over for the Tide Hunter instead. The big old fish man is going to be swimming through and trying to make it work. And man, it's going to be tough. What do you think about the drafts?
They have Ursa. Ursa is one of the very, very high win rate heroes. And the Tide kind of puts everything together. They need like some AoE frontline tank that has a lot of disable. And Tide provides everything for them. And Tide is great against Nature's Prophet. He's great against Venomancer. Yeah, and just all in all, a very good pick to round out the draft.
Cool. Well, we'll be excited to see indeed if the Fishman can make it happen. Candyland going to be playing on that one. I will say, and this is something the panel talked about, 65% win rate was what New Esports had on the previous patch. They have yet to win a game on this patch. So we'll see if they can do it now. Game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. New Esports trying to break the streak, going up against Geek Fam. And we will be hopping back into the game now, as it is going to be an interesting one to watch. We talk about the win rates, where they're sitting right now. New Esports not having a great time on the patch. It does feel like there's a complete operation and moving away from everything else that they've been doing. Do you like that idea? Just switch everything up.
They definitely needed to adjust towards like the new patch. I think this time they have a pretty good draft against what the Dire team has. They have good lanes. Taz is strong in the lane. They have team fight from the Taz and Ursa is strong in the lane. They have team fight from Phoenix and Tide. And Ember is just their catch, their initiation. So they are ticking a lot of the boxes in the draft, and they have Roshan control with the Ursa. And they're on the Radiant side.
30
Thank you.
seconds to battle.
Says Ursa.
Yeah, give it to them easy and peasy. Just walk on in there and get it taken that much quicker with the tag team if they want.
Yeah. And for the Dire side, they are looking to play a very high tempo game because they have a Nature's Prophet carry, Void Spirit mid, Venom off lane. Venom is a team fight with Pango, Snapfire. They have a very good draft as well around the team fight plus fast-paced game. It will come down to the lanes game. Whoever gets a slight advantage from the lanes, I think, is going to be able to get a huge control in the game later because they both have very similar lineups. Heavy team fight later, they have catch, they have late game. So the laning is going to be very, very crucial. And Geek Fam seems like they're deciding to go for an aggressive tri-lane, something we don't see too much right now.
Interesting. Yeah, that's definitely not what we've been used to, and we'll see what they're able to do with it. Cuckoo, Zephyr, and Whitemon down here, but they're going to send them over on the other side. I was like, that would have been crazy. That would have been insane.
Why? I'm sure there's some games that aggressive tri-lane is. I mean, I know it's not very good most of the time. But I think the beauty of Dota is there's always a situation where doing something weird is actually a good thing in that game. And Whitemon is throwing out a lot of damage with the Scatter Blast here, pushing Candylune out of the lane. Doesn't have a salve, so he's gonna have to chill for quite some time.
That sucks. Has to be forced completely out. But at the same time, Yamate was pulling the wave back behind the tower. And you can see immediately afterwards, Raven. Oh no, his treants! He lost him.
Oh, that's bad. That's not good for him. He wanted to control.
Wow.
He wanted to control the wave here. Wait for this wave to meet up and deny creeps here. He's trying to drag. Still okay. 3 melee creeps here. I think he's sort of salvaged that. That's still fine.
Yeah, and you can see that Whitemon just harassing Candylune while all this is going on as well. Scatterblast completely misses. Oh, that's not what you wanted to see. So they won't be able to punish Candylune, and he does have a salve that heals him back up afterwards. His bottom, taking a look at it, can see constant spray of harass, a orb of venom on the Pango, and then just Veno being Veno. This is an annoying lane to go up against.
Venomancer plus Pango Lucky Shot.
Ugh.
Can your life get even worse? Poison Sting, Gale, then the Lucky Shot or Valen.
Yeah, I mean, if Whitemon stayed there, that would have been the absolute worst. But as it is, this isn't good.
Looking at the last hits, Ursa's 12 and 3, so it seems that he doesn't care.
Huh.
Veno is 5 and 2.
Well, now he's getting Galed and Lucky Shot as Cuckoo gets level 2. Another round of the swashbuckle right clicks. Mosin just going to mosey on out of there.
Well, I guess the lane is going to progressively get harder when the Veno gets more points in Poison Sting or Gale. I'm not sure what does he want to go for in this lane. Does he want to go for like more of the wards early? And top lane, Tide is getting gone on.
Taking a good amount of damage. Body blocks coming in from Raven. You love to see it. Can they fully encapsulate him in pain? Not quite. Candylune gets out on the other side. Just barely.
Yep, and bot lane, I was going to say that I'm interested to see if Veno actually goes for wards early, or he's going to go for more on the Gale and the Sting to go for more harass build against the Ursa. And here comes the teleport from the Tusk, level 2, Snowball and Tag Team. But he's gonna get spotted. That's the observer here, so they know.
That's a big wasted moment right here. If they can't get anything, they're gonna try and go now. Zephyr, who's just going to TP away, barely gets out of there.
Whoa.
Holy moly!
Actually,
Cuckoo! Wait a minute, are you kidding me? Cuckoo trying to get out of there. It's gonna die first blood, Cuckoo. You're crazy, man. But it will end up getting them a kill on the Lance nonetheless. Zephyr shows up, Whitemon trying to get the slow. They've already used the dive. Cookie is there, and well, a whole heck of a lot of damage being dealt out there as Yama taking a snowball in, try and find another opening here. But in the end, it ends up working out for Geek Fam.
And Carl has a regen rune to refill his bottle. Everything just going well for them, except for the fact that Cuckoo died and he does not have a teleport scroll. But I think everyone else is just having a great old time. Look at the supports. The Pango is level 4 because the Veno died and he got the XP in the lane.
I am the offlaner now. Did you see my Earth Spirit last game? Do you have any idea how talented I am? That's what Zephyr's saying.
I deserve,
yeah,
I deserve a promotion.
Exactly. You mentioned the regen rune picked up for Void Spirit is Ursa. Cookie in, and he's gonna get brought down too.
OTP and Bounty Rune is gonna spawn. Alright, Dyer has the Bounty Rune controls right now. They're probably gonna be able to get at least 3. If the Nature's Prophet decides to TP to steal the other one.
You know, we got to say there's been a lot going on, but mid lane, Carl is having a really good time against this Ember so far. I don't feel like it should be this heavily into his favor, but it is. 34 now and 6 versus the 25 and 3. It's been a tough one for the Ember.
I mean, I think Void Spirit should be able to have an upper hand here because you cannot trade against the Resonant Pulse. But we saw, I think it was it our game where it was Alacrity and he chose to go for more points in the chain against the Void Spirit.
Owned him.
Yeah, and he actually won the lane because of that.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, though, Carl gets level 6, as does DDZ, and he's getting kind of aggro there. Use both the Astral Steps as the snowball comes in, trying to get Carl, but to simulate away as down bottom Lance trying to punish, get some damage onto Zephyr, but won't be able to do it.
They missed the Gil. Otherwise, I think they could have proceeded to try and go for the Ursa pick off there. But wasn't the case, and right now 6-minute rune. I want my bottle refill, says Carl. Where is my support?
Does he get lucky? He does get lucky with the spawn up top at the very least. And, well, snowball over to the creeps, trying to live. Yamate pulled in and killed off. Remnant in from DDZ. What are you doing? He doesn't have mana. In a ton of trouble. Slide up his Zephyr. Gonna live. No, he does get brought down. But they managed to get the bottle refill afterwards for Carl. That was horrendous.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Save your body syndrome again, you know. He wanted to go back. He was walking towards the rune and then he saw the Tusk snowball. Oh wait, maybe I can help him. So he tried to go in and go for, yeah, sure, he got 1 kill, but there was no way it was worth it for him.
Yeah. I mean, again, like, you like the idea of trying to go in and make the big play, but the results did not work out the way they wanted it to, and they're hurting. 1,000 gold lead at the early goings.
And right now, the key thing to look is how is both teams going to secure the levels for their supports. How is the mid laner going to rotate? The Ember has already chosen to move top, so we're giving the Tusk the lane right now. Phoenix is level 4, so it's going to be very important that they try to squeeze out as much XP on this level staff supports so they get their level 6 earlier.
If at all possible. There are those 2 heroes up here top trying to pressure Raven.
Have we seen the Nature's Prophet rotate at all? Like, he hasn't rotated, right, with his Nature's Wrath yet.
No. Hasn't really needed to, it feels like, but that's just signaling how much more dangerous they could still get for new Esports, as he's going to use it now. The rotation coming in from Zephyr, level 5 support at 7.5 minutes. This is insane. He's having a standout series here.
Well, you say he's the support, but he's higher level than Cuckoo. Cuckoo is level 4. Okay, he's just level 5. 8-minute rune. 8-minute rune. Who has the luck right now? Who does Gaben favor here? Who gets the rune? Oh, Carl gets the rune again. So he's gonna be able to rotate once more. His TP is on cooldown for 45 seconds, but Ember has TP right now, but he doesn't have a rune, so he's probably gonna have to play more defensively.
Tidehunter gonna TP back up top to stop the pressure onto the tier 1. They used the glyph already, so any rotations that lead to kills are probably gonna be towers for Geek fam. Gotta watch for it.
Bot lane is probably the place they want to...
Cuckoo. Are they gonna go on him? I mean, he doesn't feel great going for this kill.
Nice
Cookie lands, stun on both. Lance in trouble, gonna drop. Yet again, Mosin hoping to do something, anything here. And Cuckoo with the brilliant bait gets the kill in the end. DDZ trying to turn this. Gale is onto him. DDZ not able to get in range. Cuckoo, the bait again, 20 HP. And DDZ again out of mana. He's just going to get right click down. Wrath of Nature isn't quite going to be there. Oh, God, it missed. And Chase trying to find him. Oh, DDZ getting out of there. And he is going to escape.
Tip was too early, and here comes the Ursa. The tip was way too early, man.
Oh, no. Why not? It's going to be the one left behind. Cuckoo has a way out. You don't. Or rather, Raven has a way out.
So I think the rune battle is gonna commence. 30 seconds. Ember has to walk all the way back to base to heal. Doesn't have a TP scroll. Does he have a remnant? Yeah, he has a remnant. So let's see who gets the upper hand in the rune control. Pango is level 6. Snapfire is level 4.5, so I guess he's gonna be the one getting the book. He has a veil? Hello?
Oh my god, what?
He has a veil at 9 minutes?
Just nothing else but the veil. He has 1,800 net worth. It's all in that veil. Cuckoo, or rather Carl.
Cheap. The item is so cheap right now.
It's insane. He's gonna find Yamate. Right click through Astral Step, one more punch, and he pops. So is Veil the new best item? Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know. Some may say it's the helm,
Yeah, it's fair.
and some may say it's the basher. Depends what role you're playing.
Yeah.
Top
Candy
lane.
Loon already has that helm right now, and they're gonna run into Yamate yet again. Carl, gonna back away as he sees the TPs coming in. No Ravage used as of yet in this game.
Yep, Phoenix have egg, so they have all the team fight there in the world for them right now. Ember Spirit has in this rune, he's going to try to defend mid. I think Dire has chosen to abandon top and go for the trade at bottom. Wow, they have Orchid. 11 minutes.
Oh, taunt. Danger, danger. Mosin already dead on the other side of the map is there. Getting kind of aggro, but not going to use the Ravage there.
Yeah, but that's the Orchid reveal on the Nature's Prophet, so new esport, they're gonna be aware of this.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top
The 1-for-1 trade on the towers, and like you said, the Tide has still Ravage. Phoenix has an egg when he respawns. I think it's probably a good idea right now they do a smoke and try to fight in their own jungle. Try to reclaim their territory right now. The Tusk is not level 6 though, he's level 5.
Whitemon spots out Candy Loon here. Gonna get caught by the gush for the moment. Meanwhile, Cuckoo's gonna try and hold the line. But it is only 2 heroes that are down here. Ravage and Egg is good, but you need people to defend. Looks like they are not gonna attempt to go for a big play to kick them out of the jungle at the moment.
So the Nature's Prophet is going to go for BKB next. So he can stand and deliver in the team fights, kill the egg, and we see a smoke on the Geek fam support duo, Zephyr and Whitemon. They're going to try to reclaim their top area. Nature's Prophet has a TP ready with the Orchid. Void Spirit has a TP ready as well. This is going to be huge if they can kill the Ursa. But the Tusk is there to be, you know, the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Yamate Snowball. They have Throw in Thunder if they want to use it. And yeah, they're just going to end up taking the kill on the Yamate.
Good play. Like, he knows where he needs to be.
I mean, the thing to me that's crazy is Lance just got level 8. Zephyr is level 8 rolling at him right now. This is a severely underleveled Ursa as he is in a ton of trouble in the Snapfire ultimate afterwards. Lance. Oh, okay, there we go. I like to see it. Oh, he slowed down though.
He dodged
Just barely.
And mid lane. Cool.
He just got caught. Okay. And the TP in from Whitemon, don't know if this is really going to work for you. The plan is not going the way that they wanted it to. I do not believe Gush out turns around to try and fight Carl. No answer, but they come back in there, and now Raven moving into position, catching him. The Ravage comes a bit too late. They do have the egg. Oh, a great stomp after the Ravage. Geek fam is in trouble now as the stun's going to come through. Blows up one. Can they find any more? Carl trying to back out of there. Shards are already down. Throws out the 8th Remnant, pulling that Tide Hunter that much closer in. Carl trying to escape, but will not be able to. The group up from New is just too strong.
That's a fantastic egg by Mosin there. Very well placed egg. Like the best possible combo that they could have asked for there with the Ravage.
The hoof stomp that came afterwards as well with the Helm of the Dominator creep. Super good with Tide Hunter.
So I guess it's time to draft heroes that can kill the creep. Mirana, CM. If Helm is going to be as popular as it is right now, those heroes that can eliminate the creep easily in the fights are going to be somewhat considered again.
Or Midas coming back, the real dream.
Just to kill the creep.
Yeah, exactly. When I was spamming,
Why not?
I was spamming Darkseer, and my worst enemy was always Midas's. When I'd get the Helm of the Dominator, it felt so terrible.
Or
Just like
Doom.
come up.
Eat the creep.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Where's he been? I haven't seen a lot of Doom recently. I like that hero. Well, group up coming now from Geek Fam as they want to pressure for this mid-tier 1 tower. They know no Ravage available for 60 more seconds. Taunt comes out. Rolling Thunder coming in afterwards. They do manage to get away for the moment. And it looks like with the glyph coming out, they're going to hold on to their tower. New Esports still in a good position. All the treants moving in and try and take it down, but the tower will not fall unless they go for the deny themselves.
That was a nice little move there by the Phoenix, using the dive to dodge the Rolling Thunder without cancelling the Sunray. So he kept the Sunray going on the Candylune tight. So that was just a nice little play there by him. Don't get to see those kind of plays too often. But right now they're going to have the Ravage in 20 seconds, so they feel like they're strong. Double Bracer on the Tusk. He feels more like the position 5 this game, and the Phoenix is the core hero, like a semi-core hero.
It is a little bit weird that way, isn't it?
I mean, the Phoenix can do more in this game because there's a tide to set up and protect his egg. Like whenever I feel like the egg has a combo to go with, I feel like it's nice to give him more farm and more levels, especially important to get that level 12.
This is always such a hard thing to deal with is, you know, Ursa goes into Roche, the Tidehunter's in there with him. How do you come and contest this when you know Ravage is up? They're going right in. I mean, it was scans. Oh God, Snapfire ultimate. Oh my God, the roll through afterwards. You guys have walked into a ton of pain. Snowball to try and keep him alive. Treants weren't there. Okay, blow him up once. Candylune needs to be careful. Buyback coming from the Tusk. Candylune and Lance both very low. Roche down to about a third HP. Trying to control. Yule Scepter. Lift up. Aether Remnant afterwards. Candylune trying to heal up as he's getting ready to walk in. But it looks like that might be the end of it. Do New Esports dare walk back into the pit? There's no ultis up from Geek Fam.
They are smoked. They are smoked. This could be big. Snowball.
Oh, dissimulate, walk away. And can't get to the low ground. The Astral Step comes out. Now the control there. Ravage only hits onto one, but it's the Pango. So he's dead. Buyback is available if they want to use it. Blade Shores catching there on the Cuckoo. He does have his ultimate. Going to land on absolutely everybody. Buyback from the Pango now. What more can they find? Carl thinking about going in, but he's used everything. Defer, he has 8 seconds until Rolling Thunder is back up. If they can keep him in the area, this could be a big moment for him. New Esports need to get the hell out of here. And it looks like they will.
That was very well done there. They stopped chasing, even though, look at the heroes, right? Dire had 2 heroes dead. The Radiant chased up to here, the steps, and they realized, oh no. This is the Dire high ground. They were disciplined enough to go back, even though they had a 5 against 3 scenario.
It does, at the very least, set them up to make this Roche that much harder. No Ravage means that New Esports can't just walk in and do that. So shutting down that early Ravage attempt, or Roche attempt, is really, I think, key for Geek Fam.
Yeah, how are they getting Radiant? And they got Radiant and second pick this game on the New Esports. So Geek Fam must have opted to go for either Dire or they wanted to have first pick.
Yeah, very weird.
So right now you see the Radiant advantage, you know, like being like you're always naturally going to be on this side, so you tend to have more flexibility for the Roshan. And like you said, Dire, at least they have the outpost to TP to defend the Roshan.
Yeah, it's definitely needed, as there's not a whole heck of a lot of other things that are going great for Dire.
What do they have on the Nature's Prophet? Oh, he has BKB. Okay, this is a huge deal.
Yeah. Could be a big moment for them. Right now, Veno, 4 points up in wards, just picked up the stone as well to try and catch up this position 3. Wraparound coming.
Wards? Do they have wards? They need to place the observer on the high ground right now.
They got it. No vision though, but it does give them free reign to walk up the hill and hold on to this high ground if they want it now. Problem is, there really isn't that much else that they can do. I guess that they're going to pressure the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, get that.
Which is the nice part.
Oh, Veno is under Radiant Vision. Because he have a 4-star. He has no way of getting out if he gets caught here.
He's got to play it so safe, but Candy Loon is going to be spotted on that ward. So recognizing the inherent danger, they are going to back away. The scan turns green. That signals new Esports not in there trying to take the Roche.
They have to get a pipe up and running. Like, because the Tide went for like because he had a good lane, so he went for a very greedy build. He went Blades plus Arm of the Dominator, and they don't have a pipe now, so it's giving still Dire the advantage in the team fight because of this Venom ultimate, Snapfire, Pango, Nature's Wrath. Like, I feel like whenever you build the Helm of Dominator now and you still want to go for, they're kind of like the same item, right? The Blades, like you want to go for it for the lane, and it helps.
Wait a minute, down bottom, Ember. Oh, he was able to juke out the Dissimilate. You will Scepter afterwards, lands with the taunt, right clicks. DZ barely getting out of there.
I mean, was it the talent that actually saved him? The Flame Guard absorption? He
must have been.
Survived because of that. And he has a Nether Shell as well, giving him magic resist. I think overall,
they did Mules too.
Yeah, overall the key item for Radiant right now is the pipe on the Tide. I'm not sure if he wants to go for the dagger right away. He might be considering it because of the combo with the egg. But I think those two items are both equally important in the team fights for the Tide, since he went for both the Helm and the Blade, so he's going to slow down his team fight items right now. He's still pretty fat. Look at the net worth. Like, he's the fattest hero on the Radiant team right now.
Going for that Atos. Yeah, a little bit of an interesting one. Oh, wait. Did you sell some stuff? Am I crazy? Who got the Atos? He did have 2 crowns. Oh, okay. That's Phoenix. Phoenix is going for it. Excuse me. He has 2 crowns and is about to have the Staff of Wizardry too, so pretty farmed. As the Ember picking up another one of these small items. Now, I like the Veil on supports, but do you think it's overkill picking it up on Ember Spirit since he already has the Spirit Vessel?
I think the item is just good. Yeah, it's good with the Phoenix combo. Ember is going for, look at his talent. I think he's going to go for the magic build. He's going to go for like Flame Guard DPS. So he has a Veil plus 50 Flame Guard DPS and the Flame Guard absorption. He's going to play all in the magic damage and the magic resist to deal with. I think this is a good move against the Dire lineup, and they're going to smoke. This is a very crucial position in the game. The Tide has a hood, no pipe, but he's very, very tanky.
Oh, Cuckoo walking down to the low ground. DDZ, they spot him right at the start, trying to live. He does have no buyback. Zephyr already dead.
Placing the ward here, giving them the vision and the pick off here. It's going to allow them to get the Roche. And Pango has no buyback. Gabe, he has no buyback.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous. He is back up in 40 seconds, but they know that's, well, already dropping down. The ulti from Snapfire. Lance using Enrage to live through it. What more can they do? DDZ gonna step up to high ground, TP back home after he uses his Remnant, and well, it's a free and easy Roche for him.
He was considering, he dropped his coin back into the backpack, so he was considering just doing call stuff, you know. That would have been a nice moment to get a steal on the Aegis, but he decides better. He doesn't want to risk his life. He's a pretty fat hero right now, so I mean, I think the first Roshan is still not that big of a deal for them. I think the second Roshan is going to be the one that's going to allow the Radiant team to siege the high ground. This Roshan is probably going to mean that you're going to lose maybe your tier 2s and your last tier 1 at bottom. It's still not the worst.
Well, and you know, that's also depending upon, I guess that they do have all those like little fighting items that they can play around with there. But like, you know, looking at the Ursa, BKB and drums, like he's a fast hero. Obviously really hard to deal with, but I do kind of wonder how well he's going to do once Venos starts, you know, dropping down wards everywhere, slowing him down. He needs to get a lot done in that BKB.
His role this game doesn't feel like he needs to fulfill like the most of the damage. I think he just needs to stand in front, like front line with the Tide, BKB, and just try to be a hero that protects the egg. Because I think the thing that's going to win them the fights is the Ravage plus the Phoenix egg combo in the engagements. I think that's their most important tool.
Zephyr again in some trouble. Cookie, 4 staff afterwards. He's living for the moment, but that Spirit Vessel did a lot.
Look at that damage, you know, like, not to mention because he has all this magic amp and the Vessel is doing magic damage, so it's a lot of damage, you know. Everything is so painful.
Yeah, they really need a pipe, like super bad.
Who's gonna buy the pipe? No one's buying the pipe, I think.
I was thinking Benno. Oh, DDZ. Dual Scepter lift up to take off the Flame Guard. Still chasing, trying to get Whitemon. And the Spirit Vessel is not going to be enough for the kill. DDZ, Remnants away. And the eyes are set now. New Esports trying to take this tier 2. The Gale now hits onto DDZ. Candyland's still ready to walk forward. They get the continual slowdown. The Plague Wards carrying their retreat away. So they can keep on dropping them one by one. Snapfire ultimate also onto DDZ. Does manage to get out of there, and Zephyr also going to go for the ulti. They're chasing slowly and steadily, controlling him, blowing him up. Can it be enough? They will get the Aegis. Now the snowball pulls Yamate in that much closer. Hoof Stomp going to be used now onto Tidehunter. That was a takeover of the Helm of the Dominator as they taunt and pull back in Candyloon. So they managed to get a lot out of that, burning through the Aegis with still another 2 minutes left on it.
They are going to need the dagger on the because it's pretty important that he gets the dagger and starts the fight. Because the fight doesn't really want to start the fight with the Ravage. He wants to wait for the egg, and he protects the egg with the Ravage. Right. So I think they need to just let the Tusk farm his blink right now.
I mean, the thing though that I'm seeing as they are going to try and go on him, DDZ pulled in, Aether Remnant down, full control, and just gone.
Damn
that
it.
was insane.
Holy shit. So it was a Desolator and just Blightstone, Assault Cuirass. He just melted.
This is what I was going to talk about, is that right now, Raven, while everybody's just been running around, he's 5,000 gold ahead of the next highest in the game. He has been farming like a madman.
Oh yeah, look at this. He has a DD.
Oh my goodness. He's waiting on it.
Yeah, he's just waiting for his TP to come off cooldown, then he's going to pick it up.
Jeez, and look at this, taking out stacks the whole way through too. The BKB 10-second one ready to go. I don't know how you deal with this if you're Radiant. Like, what's the play?
He's giving it to the Void Spirit.
Oh, okay. What a nice guy.
You asked me what is the play, and I'm going to tell you they have to find an initiation. The play is for the Tusk to go in, blow up either the Snapfire or the Venomancer, and then you are good to take the fight from there. If they cannot get a good jump, it will be difficult for them to win the fights because they're gonna get if they get the BKB off, I don't think they can kill the Nature's Prophet, and he's just going to be doing too much damage.
They're going on Tidehunter mid lane, and it feels like this is just an attempt to sort of pull them all together while everybody else farms.
This is the last person you want to touch in the fights first.
Yeah.
You want to kill, I think the Phoenix and the Tusk are the people you want to kill first if you're Dire. When you take out the Tusk and the Phoenix, the fight becomes very, very easy. It's going to be the battle of who can kill the other support first.
5-man smoke mid lane, but all of the waves are pushing in. They know this is coming. Can they make anything of it? In some trouble, and he is going to drop. Can't freeze like that.
Otherwise, he would have probably lived there. Would have removed the chains and Swashbuckler out of there. But let's see if there's going to be a consequence for the Pango dying here. He is 30 seconds still in the grave. His team is pushing out the waves. Oh, they seem like they're gonna rotate bot to kill this Ember. Here comes the Void Spirit.
This does not feel great right now for New Esports. They're gonna lose another. Eul's Scepter pulls him up, gonna bring him down. They've got the silence after he just gets destroyed. But back towards mid, they will find at least a kill into Whitemon. But like, none of this feels good for New Esports right now. They've found a couple kills. They're down 7,000 gold. The last couple minutes have been horrific.
Yeah, Nature's Prophet has been just taking so much of the map with the teleportation and the kills. Like, he's been doing a very, very good job picking up. Like, so far the Ember has died like what, 2 or 3 times in the last couple of minutes, all towards the Orchid and the Void Spirit Yule setup. You saw that he died in like what, 4 shots.
Yeah. Oh god, Raven, he finds Ozen. Oh, there's the silence, the right click's coming through. It's too deadly. Raven is so strong right now. Oh my god. And like, Ember's gonna be he's going back for an Aghanim's. Like, this Ember does not feel scary at all this game right now.
I'm not sure if it's a good idea to get the Aghanim's. I mean, the item is great on Ember, but given the current situation, it feels like he needs to go for some armor items or some survival items to dispel the silence. He has no way of removing it. Yeah, he has no way of... Lotus would be solving both problems. You can dispel the silence and you have armor.
It's tough though. I mean, he feels like he just needs so much because like if you go Lotus now you really have no damage, and well he's gonna have the Aghanim, so maybe his goal is just run in and take the fight, but we'll see how it ends up working. Right now Geek Fam firmly in control of this game.
Yeah, Tide on the other hand, he has all the tanky items. He has the Craggy Coat on top of his pipe. He's gonna be a very formidable frontline. It's still,
you know what else?
The question is still the same. Whoever gets the jump in the team fight, whoever sees the supports first and you kill them, you're going to be in full control of the team fights. So you have to be very careful around playing under vision, being on the high ground, being on the low ground. Everything needs to be precise for you to win the fight.
You know, the other thing that we didn't really talk about, I just noticed, is Ember also has the Nether Shawl. You know, you're talking about those neutral items. That's one that, with all this physical damage coming in, feels like a huge liability.
You have to take it off when you're getting, you know, like Thompson takes it off when he's getting hit.
Really?
In a team fight. Yeah, I've seen him do that. Like whenever he needs it, he just puts it, he just micros.
Well, like 5 heroes just standing together mid watching Lance farm. This is not the way that you want to play Dota. And meantime, Geek Fam just get the entire rest of the map. Like, and there's not much else that New Esports can really do right now because there's so much, you know, wave push going on, and just this is a hard game right now for New Esports. It feels like they're not getting an opportunity.
Roche is the I think probably the last stand for them. They have to try and defend the Roche. I can't imagine them holding a base if Daya gets the. Is this the third Roche, right? So it's gonna be either the Refresher or the Aghanims.
And we just saw a Silver Edge get picked up for Raven. So now they have a way with Orchid and Silver Edge to kill Tidehunter with no Ravage potentially.
Wish you built a Lotus to save his life. But no. Nobody has a Lotus.
So 11,000 gold lead. The last several minutes have seen basically no kills, but just exclusively better farming patterns from Geek Fam and keeping New Esports just held together in one area.
The thing about Dota is you have to understand sometimes you can't fight, and when the enemy is not, because you're stronger, right? The enemy is dodging you, and you can't really force things too much because they are like defending. Like this wall is a good example. Even if they are 10k behind, but they're holding a good position, the Helm's Deep of the Radiant, and it's not that easy for the Dire team to infiltrate, even though you're 10k ahead, you know. And I think that what they're doing right now is consolidating their advantage. They are continuously farming. They're waiting for the next items, and they're waiting for Roche. Roche is the last objective of the game. I think if they get the Roche, they're going to be able to just win the game already. And Radiant has to take the last stand right there.
Yeah, they need to do it when that comes around, but every minute that goes by, it feels like it's coming more and more into the favor of Geek Fam. They haven't left this area right here. The whole rest of the map has just been all Geek Fam.
This is the only place they can defend, like I said. Their Helm's Deep, and they're going to decide that enough is enough. Right now, we have to reclaim the map. We have the dagger on the Tide.
Oh, and Yamate, he'll find Whitemon, tries to get in and out of there. The timing of the stun, he knew he was going to be dead. So they will end up losing. Poor old Whitemon, but the jump in, looking for more Cuckoo.
He's dead.
He's maybe a bit too far as well, so they're going to be able to find themselves another kill. But now the turnaround comes in a lot of danger, tries to kill him off. Coral gets the Dissimulate off, trying to run away. Lance will not get hit by that Rolling Thunder. So 2 kills, much needed for New Esports, and it actually opens up Roche.
That was almost a +1. If they were able to get another bash and it forces a Cuckoo buyback, I think this is a very good buyback. He identifies that the Roche is way too important for them to give up right now. If Raiden gets the Roche, the game is going to take a huge turn.
And Zephyr, he's going to get brought down. He does that buyback.
No TP though, he has no TP. This is bad.
Cuckoo. Or staff to the other side. That was great play there by New Esports, recognizing that they needed to wait for the moment.
He has to buy back to intimidate the opponent right now. He has to buy back.
Carl throws out the taunt, pulling him in. Sapphire ulti going out. Mortimer's Kiss does good amount of damage, and then Rage, and then immediately Dissimulate away by Carl. He needed to do that perfectly with the Abyssal Blade up. It could have gone really far awry. But you can see Cuckoo Heavy plays right there. Like the fact that they were able to force them out of the Roche pit without needing to use the Pango buyback is insane.
That was a very, very good decision there by the Dire team not to expand the buyback. And they were able to, like you said, drive them away. I feel like the Ursa needs a dagger. He needs to be able to jump, you know? Like, whoever gets the jump and eliminates someone is going to have a huge deciding factor in the team fights. The initiation is very, very important. Wait, they're just walking in?
They're crazy. Oh my god, they're absolutely insane. Trying to move in. Ravage is available there. And they're going to hit the taunt for the moment. Raven walks back in, going to get bashed. Need to be careful about the spirits that are making their way. Zephyr looking for an opening. He's trying to blink the break dagger, but it's not going to be there in time. The turnaround comes out, and they're able to snatch the Aegis by virtue of Carl. Great play. Egg on the other side. Zephyr trying to do whatever damage he possibly can. So with that, new Esports are going to be able to take the second round of these fights as they will soon kill off DDZ. He's going to drop. The Phoenix, though, is also going to go in turn. Taunting now, controlling the Ursa. Yule Scepter lift up afterwards. They got him fully surrounded, and Raven shows back up and blows him up. So it's looking good for a moment, but Geek fam come out victorious after snatching the Aegis.
That was a very good decision there by, once again, the Pango to he just decided I have to go in to buy time for them to finish Roche. Ursa was forced to pop his BKB very early because he needed to dodge the rolling harder. And I think all in all, it just maybe gave them that half a second extra or 1 second extra to finish the Roche, even though they didn't get the last hit, but they were able to secure Aegis Cheese. And what was the other one? Was it the Aghanim's or Refresher?
I think that was just the second one, wasn't it? Am I crazy? I might have been crazy.
No, maybe I'm going crazy. I thought it was Roche.
Well, regardless, they do not want to buy back right now in new Esports, but these buildings fall so quickly. Tolkien's there, he's broken, no answer, no nothing. And it wouldn't have mattered anyways, but now the roll through Zephyr, just trying to get the rest of his teams out of here. And Raven gonna TP away, Walrus Punch, no, they have the Abyssal Blade. That's more than enough. Raven Sprout trying to get out, great snowball from the man, Yamate.
I have no buyback.
They do something.
Is this the time for Radiant to claim something in return? They're gonna try to at least. I mean, they won't know if they have buyback or not, but they have to try to assume that they might have, and they want to force the buyback if possible, right now.
Dude, Raven, how are you gonna have 10,000 net worth ahead of the next person in the game and not have buyback? That's insane.
I mean, you look at his buyback, he has 1.8k and he needed 2,300 gold to buyback.
Yeah. Oh, sucks. Would have been a good time to maybe throw that little Philosopher's Stone on him. But he's probably going to be okay now, as you said, not knowing that he doesn't have buyback.
Yeah. My father knows. He always tells me to save money in case of a rainy day.
Do you listen?
Nope.
More battle pass levels. Oh, Carl, DD pulls him back in and rage afterwards. The taunt comes, Snapfire ultimate, and they will use both of them to keep them off of the tower long enough for their teammates to respawn. So at the end of all of the craziness, it's still only one range Rax that's gone down. But wait, in the jungle, the mighty jungle, they're finding Ursa Bear and he is dead.
What?
How does that happen? They're also likely going to lose the Phoenix here. Mozen in a ton of trouble, silenced and dead. That is no buyback on the Ursa. 85 seconds.
He was farming here. That was a ward. That was basically all she wrote. And his team moved here and here to farm. And he wanted to classic carry, right? Maybe I can farm that ancient camp before I leave. Just maybe, you know. And now I do not have buyback.
Well, that is a painful one. I mean, again, only 50 seconds or so. You can see Nature's Prophet going to push out all the lanes. The teleportation cooldown removed means he can be wherever he needs to be. And he's going to come back in and join the team. They get the break. They get the silence. They don't get a thing out of Candy Loon. He's going to have to buy back. Does have Blink Ravage if he wants to use it. Looking for that opening. They need Ursa back up though too. And immediately the Blink Dagger is broken by the Poison Sting. The right click coming in from the Cuckoo. And snowball in onto both of them. Jump forward, Ravage, but the BKB reaction is there immediately afterwards, turning again onto the Tidehunter, who buys back, and it is not going to be enough. They take down the egg, they take down all of the team fight, and Ursa is still not yet up as Geek Fam gonna claim those racks and, well, make the safe play and try and push up top next. Unreal. So clean. So clean as the right clicks are going to come through. Buyback coming from the Phoenix. Trying to turn. Oh my god, Raven is a monster. Thistle Blade. Lance, they sprout to keep him alive. Zephyr jumps to the low ground. He's fine and dandy. Now trying to chase this one down. They've got the Venom ulti out. Gets thrown in and able to get the stun on the Lance. The Snapfire Aghanim Scepter. Well worth the purchase as DZZ is going to drop. GG is called, and Geek Fam 2-0. New Esports again after a 65% win rate in the last patch have yet to win a game. They don't know what to do.
For the most part, I think in the game they were. I think for this game, they are